Here on the Daddykirbs farm, we stay really busy with the farm animals. For example, our chickens, our ducks, our horses, the cats, the dogs, the tortoises. We stay really busy, but our passion still includes our gardens and our orchard. Earlier this year in 2022, we decided to transform the main Daddykirbs Garden into something that is more attractive and more functional. We had in the past gotten a lot of good use out of this space, but it became so overrun with weeds that I just couldn't keep up with it. So we ripped it out and started to transform it into what it is now, and we have lots of dreams into what it will be in the future. We knew in this garden that we wanted some kind of a structure that would function as a garden shed slash greenhouse. After consulting with Mama Kirbs, we decided on this beautiful structure that's in the middle of construction right now. It's not finished, but I wanted to go ahead and give you a little bit of an update and what it has taken so far to get it to this point. And we're building a small deck here for another potting shed space. Let me show you what windows are going to go inside of it. I wanted to show you these windows. These are 36 inches wide, 48 inches tall, antique wooden windows. These are going to go in the side of that. There's 4 of them. All the money that I spent on lumber for the greenhouse base and even the pool deck, we're repurposing some of that lumber into this deck. Going to be cute. We decided on this size and shape and style. Mostly the style was inspired by Mama Kirbs as she looked online to find garden sheds that she found cute. It is a 6x8 main structure with the porch. The porch adds a little bit, but that size was determined. If you turn a little bit this way, remember the old greenhouse that was in the garden? That is a 6x8, and we moved that structure around in here and determined that it was going to be about the right size for our next shed as well. That size is going to give us plenty of room to store a few simple garden tools and also to have a table or a work counter all the way around where we can do some potting and also some seed starting. The big windows, which we found at a local thrift store at a really nice price, will allow lots of natural light, so it will act kind of like a greenhouse as well. Along with the reclaimed windows, we chose to use as much reclaimed material or material that we already had on hand to keep this structure as low priced as possible. And the roofing tin came from an old structure that we tore down where the new barn now sits. Things like the pillars came from a local picker's store, so it's all antique reclaimed materials. And then of course a lot of this main structure, the timber in there, is leftover from when we built the barn. Here's a little plug for Sand Creek Post and Beam, which is the company where we purchased our barn from. They sent enough extra material to help us build this shed. It's kind of a funny story. I called them up at one point and I said, okay, what did I forget to build? Because I have a lot of material left over. And he said, we always send overage just in case, but it looks like you were really efficient. So there was a big stack of timber left over, which gave me the option to build something like this. I did mention that one of the things we're going to use this structure for is seed starting. We are going to have one outlet in here for some electricity, where we can run lights if we need to, some heating pads if we need to. One of the main questions I get as a gardener online and in person is, where do you get your garden seeds? And this year I'm really excited to try something new, and that is survival garden seeds. They sent me a few packages of seeds to try out, and so far I really like what I see. They have a very nice selection with their home garden collection, their homesteader collection, and if you really want a lot of seeds, they have their farmer's seed vault. And the seed variety and the different collections they have is just really good. No weird obscure seeds that nobody wants to plant. These are all seeds that most people will want in their gardens. When I received these seeds in the mail, I was so excited about what they were that I took them over to my friends Todd and Candace and showed them a little bit about what was going on, because they had a beautiful suburban garden and I thought they might be interested as well. They are growing a lot of veggies and a lot of flowers. It's a beautiful example of what a home garden can be in a suburban setting. So I took this home garden package over to them.
Yeah, I really liked a couple of things I liked about what you showed previously. You know, I didn't open the package, what you had, but this is, I didn't realize it was this nice mylar. That's kind of cool. I assume this would last a long time in storage. And really at the price for this package of seeds, I would buy 2 or 3 years at a time just to put them up, just to kind of have seeds. I think these are great. This is a great mix of seeds. A lot of stuff we grow here in South Texas. Many of these things we have growing right now. Of course, broccoli we won't until later this year, cabbage, etc. Carrots, got carrots right here in the GREENSTAK. This is a great mix. One thing I do like a lot about these little seed packets, my wife brought this up, is they have information about saving seeds. Because you never know how to save tomatoes versus cucumbers versus... Yeah, no, this is a wonderful... we were really impressed when you showed us this the other day in this little home garden set. Everything we would need is probably right here in this pack.
So a big thank you to Survival Garden Seeds for letting us use their product or to test their product out. But while we're inside the structure here, I want to just take the camera up and show you some of the structure. I'm kind of proud of how this is being built and how it's turning out. This garden shed is just really turning out super cute and super fun. And I'm sorry I haven't showed more of it here on the channel so far, but I do look forward to sharing more as we go along. I do believe everyone has a story and every story counts. Thank you so much for being a part of my story through this video. And thanks for being a part of the story of the garden shed. Thank you also for letting me be a part of your story. I'll talk to you soon.